Right guys, let's take this off. Right guys, very quickly, just taking some strawberry runners, and these are elegance. So I'll just stick that on the front of this little tray. Ooh. I don't tend to, I say do it normally. This is how I do it anyway, just cut the runners off and bury them. There we go, got roots on it already, look. So, don't know how many I've got here. Should keep me going next year anyway. Cut that bit off. Loads of roots on them, that. I know most people peg them down and bury them in the ground they're growing in, but I don't really have a lot of room for that. So I've got 5 more. Two. I'll tell you what, this could be a good guess, this. 3, 4, 5. Look at that. That's spooky. Right. I didn't plan that, but it's 15 now. There we are, that's how I do it. Okay guys, up the plot, not an awful lot to do. A bit of the old weeding as usual, but that's every visit really, isn't it? Every 5 minutes before I go home every day, I just do a bit of weeding. Yeah, I've got some plans. But first of all, let me show you this. Remember I did my garlic, I did big cloves and smaller cloves. And big ones at the far end of that bed there, with the smaller ones in front. I think it was 4 of each. I have to look. I have to look now. I can't remember. But I also started some off in cell trays, and here they are: big, small, and tiny. And and they're doing rather well. So I'm going to put those in today. Now the problem I got is, let me walk you over here. There's nothing really poking up. I don't think those 2 there are garnet. Let me have my sheet a minute, see how many I planted. Hang on. Soft neck, messy drome, small cloves times 4, and large cloves times 4. So at the end there's only 1 row of 4. So those 2 there, they're probably not garlic. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put those in. Well, I'll tell you what, why not start from this end? Let's start from this end. And then I can have something else in the middle. So the companion plant can go in the middle, can't it? Right, let me get these in then, and I'll bring you back. And there we are, that'll do for the 8 holes. Probably spaced a bit further apart than what I normally do, but I want to give them a chance. Like I said, this is my last go at garlic. If this don't work, well, Tesco, you're going to make some money out of me. Let's get them in. Right, that's those in. You can't really see them. I planted them quite deep. So, a row of large ones and a row of smaller ones. And we'll see. So this end, make a note to myself, this end started off in cell trays. Right, quick walk round. Green manure's doing well. Still got a few onions in amongst the carrots there, and the marigolds there hanging on for dear life. Ventus cabbage, they're hearting up nicely. Oh, excuse the mess. Right, I'm not touching these two beds here now, because these are going to be Birdis planters next year, I think. Either Birdis planters or straw bales, can't decide yet. I got to cut these beans down. I'm not sure if I'm going to save any of these seeds because there's two varieties there, but we'll see, we'll see. Right, this frame, that's been awkward to get to because of the black currants, the other side of it, down here, and they need trimming soon. So I'm going to do, when it's all finished, I'm going to get that frame and put it here, where these beetroot are. So this is why I'm not really bothering with these beds at the moment. Put it there, and I can walk all around it then. Because what I suffered from this year is getting in there and looking after the cucurbits. In fact, I've just seen another tromboncino down there. Oh my word. Another two tromboncinos down there. Oh, I'll certainly be growing those again next year. And they're so tasty as well. Yeah, I'm not sure about these raspberries. Is it worth growing? I'm going to lift them up next year, not worth it. And these red currants, I might take those up as well. Oh, we'll see. Any frogs? Oh, it's getting a bit cold for them now, is it? No. Funny, they're always around when I haven't got the camera in my hand. Yeah, that's the corn. There's the corn all dug in. Old pots from home, these have the chillers in, so that's just going to fall apart over winter. I'm going to leave the leek bed. I'm taking them now and again. They're okay, but they're nothing special. And there's another cabbage at the end there from last year. Collie and cabbage. They're doing okay. And I've got a mole. That'll cheer Danny up. I've scattered some coffee over it, and look, it's all piled up on the... Doesn't really matter, it'll wash through, won't it? Yeah, right, keep going, keep going. Harry the Hawkeye, he's still going, keeps falling over, but put him back up. He ain't gonna last another season, I think. Peas and broad beans, they're doing okay. Brussels, they're coming up, and we got some Rigoletto cabbage in there as well. Cape gooseberry, Aunt Molly's, what you call them, never came to anything this year. I think I started them too late. Maybe do those indoors next year in a greenhouse. Still got loads of carrots. Yeah, now see, I'm thinking if I don't do the straw bales down there, I might do them here. I might do the straw bales in these two beds here because it's near the water. I need quite a bit of water. Look. Say run the hose out so often. Anyway, that's that. One more thing to do, and I'll bring you back. And there we are. Jar Jar Binks is my new scarecrow. And as they said at the start of episode 7, I'm here to put things right, or this will put things right. And if you know Star Wars, you'll know what I mean. I'll put an explanation on the screen. And when I got home, I gave Birdie's bed number 2 a bit of a clear out. That's the one that had one of the big Swedes in it, and lots of petunias and things like that around the outside. So just oiking that lot out and stick them in the council recycling, the council compost bins. Got the carrots at the left-hand side there, and the 2 rows nearest me, they're the rows that were sown in wallpaper paste, and they're growing very well. In fact, they're all growing very well. Now, this is the trouble with this I don't know, what is it, inch mesh, three-quarter inch mesh. The plants grow through it. And if you're not on your toes, well, you end up struggling like this to get them out. Best way I found is to crack the stems underneath and just pull them back through. Anyway, it's all done now. And the reason for doing all of this is I want to get some garlic in. Now, I keep saying it's my last year for garlic. It probably is. We'll see how this lot grows. Elephant garlic are going on the left-hand, so the right-hand side there. And just like up the allotment, I'm doing big and small cloves. So the larger ones went towards the metal of the bed. And the smaller cloves, they went a row in. And I've done 4 of each, 4 large, 4 small. But first off, sprinkling of OSG fertiliser, onion, shallot, garlic fertiliser. Have you ever noticed that lots of manufacturers, they make this OSG fertiliser, but the formulas are wildly different? So how's that then? Surely the NPK should be the same, shouldn't it, for all of them, ish? I mean, you know, okay, maybe a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 up or down, but some of them, the numbers are in their teens and other numbers are not in their teens. Hopefully this will show it a bit better than I can explain it. There we are. Look, the Chem Pack is a 657, the Elixir is a 51910, and the Codnor is a 6815. Well, they can't all be right, surely. Oh, well. Anyway, I put mine on, and mine was Elixir from last year. Well, that's the elephants in. Larger ones towards the side of the bed, little sprinkle of fertiliser in the hole as well, and the smaller cloves, 1 row in. 4 of each, like I said. And the hardneck I'm using this year is rose white. And exactly the same, really. Had a quick look at the cloves, graded them large and small. And the larger ones went down the side of the bed where I'm stood. And the smaller ones went on the driveway side of the bed. Just a bit of an experiment again. I want to see if the size of the cloves really does matter. I know a lot of people rave about it. We'll see. Well, that's about it, guys, I think. Catch you on the next video. Take care.